YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another player review on the channel. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and check out another Dinho Magic Evolution card for none other than Luis Diaz. Diaz is an 87 rated card. He has the mostly explosive acceleration type, right footer with 5-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Now, we do see a lot of versatility with the card, which is always really nice to see. He can play the left wing, left mid, right wing, and center attacking mid positions. And if we go ahead and look at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we can see that the card is extremely well-rounded from an attacking perspective. With the upgrades, he does look to be a fantastic player out wide. Now, we do still have 2 more accounts where we can do the Dinho Magic Evolution again, so if you guys do have a specific player that you guys would like to see a player review on, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Now, with the way that the card is set up, we do need him to be very clinical going forward while still providing a lot of chances, so if you do want to give him a chem style to improve the technical side to his game even more, I think that would be a really nice option. Now, he does have 90 pace overall with 91 acceleration and 90 sprint speed, very solid for a player out wide, especially with him having the quick step playstyle. The 85 shooting going to be a huge part to his game because going forward, we do need him to be very clinical, and for the most part, he does have some pretty nice shooting stats. 88 attacking positioning, 85 finishing, 89 shot power, and 86 long shots. For me personally, boys, the only real letdown for the card in terms of scoring is the fact that he doesn't have any scoring playstyle, so it is going to be really interesting to test out. Now, as you guys know, with the evolution, he does get the wide playmaker player role plus, so if you do want to use him as a playmaker, the 81 passing is going to be a really important stat, and it's probably one area of his game that I would look to improve with the specific chem style because his passing could be a lot better. Again, very similar to his scoring, he doesn't have any passing playstyle, so an upgrade to his passing would be a really nice option. The 89 dribbling definitely going to be one of the standout stats for the card, and if you do prefer your smaller, more intricate type of players, he's most definitely going to fit your style of play. 88 agility, 86 balance, and 87 reactions with the 5-star skill moves, and then also the trickster playstyle plus. With the way that the card is set up, I do think that the Deadeye chemistry style would be a really nice option for him, but you can also give him the finisher if you do want to make the agility and balance even better. I love the fact that he does have really good stamina. At 89, he should be able to last the full 90 minutes, and then he does also have 71 strength and 76 aggression. Although he might not be the strongest of players in game, I do still expect him to be a very JV player going forward and to get a lot to go his way. Now, in terms of playstyles, boys, he does have 5 different playstyles. The Trickster playstyle plus, which is a pretty decent addition for the card, and then he does also have the technical flair, first touch, and quick step. So as you guys can see, the majority of his playstyles do revolve around his ball control, so the scoring and passing is going to be really interesting to test out. And when it comes to player roles, there is a bit of variety with the way that you can incorporate him in game. Now, he does have a player role plus as that wide playmaker, and then alongside that, you can also use him as an inside forward, and with the way that the card is set up, I think that he can most definitely thrive in both player roles. Now, for you guys that don't know, we already went ahead and did a player review on the Rafinha, man, so it is going to be really interesting to compare the two and see which one is the better option. If you guys do enjoy these FC25 player reviews and you want to see more of them on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like, turn on that notification bell so you guys never miss an upload, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. This is the team we're going to be using in Division Rivals to test out the new Luis Diaz card. We're going to be playing him at the left wing position as that wide playmaker in the 4-3-3 formation. So without further ado, boys, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good this card really is. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Luis Diaz Evolution card, and I must say I'm actually really excited to test him out. As you guys know, the Dinho Magic Evolution, a very popular evolution, so I do expect him to be a very solid player in game. Now, first things first, you guys know how we like to start off every player review, and that is by testing out the card's dribbling. Probably going to be the standout stat alongside his pace. And if we go ahead and do a little bit of left stick dribbling, yeah, man, he does keep it very close, which is nice to see. Now, the plan is to go ahead and use him as that wide playmaker in the 4-3-3 formation. We need him to be very clinical, but then also create a lot of chances. But yeah, man, let's see if we can get off to a good start in game number 1. Now, I'm just going to maybe try to get Diaz in behind, use the pace as much as possible. A little bit of L2R2 dribbling, boys. That's smooth, man. Very, very good on the ball right there. Maybe just go for a cutback. Maybe Nunez's attacking positioning could have been a little bit better. Now, with the evolution, he does get the Trickster playstyle plus, and as you guys know, man, the Trickster fake shot is actually really good to go ahead and use. Luis Diaz, really good attacking positioning right there. Now, we did give him the Deadeye chemistry style to improve his shooting and passing a little bit more, because we do need the best of both worlds with the card. Diaz, again, a very tricky player, man. Very good on the ball once again. We'll go for a simple shot, a little bit central right there. Without him having any scoring playstyles, it's going to be really interesting to see just how clinical he is. Now, very early on in the game, we can go ahead and spring into a counter attack, and on the counter, I do expect him to be very, very effective. Thuram, we're just going to go ahead and play it out wide. Luis Diaz, I'm actually going to test out his crossing a little bit. It's a lovely ball into Palmer, and it's a lovely finish, man. That's exactly what we need him to do. Despite him not having any passing play styles, the Deadeye chemistry style is going to really help out with that. Nice, Luis Diaz. I might just go for that 2-star skill move, little body feint into space. Ball roll, nice. A little bit of left stick dribbling right here, and then we go LB pace boost. Really nice acceleration right there. Luis Diaz, man, I feel like he's just one of those players that work really well this year. A decent attempt, try to go near post right there. All right, boys, counterattacking football. I'm going to try to get Diaz in behind and just use the quick step play style. I think we timed that perfectly, man. Really good attacking positioning right there. Luis Diaz. I'm just going to go for a simple shot, man. That's a lovely finish. We'll take that. A little bit of a scrappy game at the moment, but if you can break that defensive line, man, it's very difficult to catch up to him. I'm going to carry the ball forward a little bit more with Tavares just to see if he'll step with one of his center backs. There it is, boys. Luis Diaz. Maybe test out his passing a little bit more right here. Cut back into Cole Palmer. And then we'll go for a power shot. It's just wide, man, but a very accurate pass right there. Rafa Varane, that's a lovely interception right there. With Diaz, again, the technical play style working really well. And another really accurate pass right there. Palmer should be able to find the back of the net, man. We'll take that. Good finish. And again, with Diaz, there's a lot of variety with the way that you can attack with him. The passing has been pretty consistent. The finishing, not too bad either. Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen, and so far, so good. Now, if I had to compare Luis Diaz so far with Rafinha, I do still think that Rafinha is a little bit better in game. And the main reason behind that being is the fact that he does have the scoring play styles, which adds a lot more going forward. But from an attacking perspective, man, Diaz has been pretty solid as well, man. Just needed a little bit more power behind that. Nunes. Now, we do have a little bit of space with Nunes. We're just going to go ahead and pop it back. Luis Diaz. I mean, the LB dribbling right here is just so clean. I might try to go LB pace boost into space. You know what, boys? It's not too bad, man. We didn't really execute that the way that I wanted to, but it has worked out for us. Nunes back onto his left foot. We go for the shot. It's a good block by the defender. Cole Palmer, nice interception. Diaz over the top. Ooh, boys, that's a clean pass right there. It's almost like he has the long ball pass play style, man. A very good assist right there. LB pace boost. There it is, boys. I mean, the acceleration and sprint speed. You don't have to give him a chem style to make him even more quick. We're going to go ahead and whip it in as well. It's a lovely cross into Brennan Johnson. Just a little bit too central. Palmer. We do have Nunes through the middle. Now, Luis Diaz making that run again. Really nice attacking positioning. I'm going to go near post. It's a tidy finish, man. I feel like the finishing in and around the box hasn't been too bad. Not the most clinical of players I've ever used, but he can most definitely get the job done. Oh, boys, that's such a good pass. Luis Diaz, a little 2-star skill move right there. 5-star skill moves now. That's clean. Step over into space. Luis Diaz, L2, R2 dribbling. Gets around Lucio. We go near post. Eyes covered it, man, but that's another really good solo run. All right, boys, here we are jumping into our final game using Luis Diaz. Now, as you guys know, with the evolution, the player that you end up evolving does also get the center attacking mid position. So in our final game, we're going to go ahead and switch it up a little bit and play him as a cam. Now, very early on in the game, it does seem like this guy is going to play a high line, so we're just going to try to get Diaz in behind. We're just going to run a straight line. He isn't going to move his goalkeeper either, boys. A lot of power behind that shot. That's a really good start to the game. As that center attacking mid, we need him to be very clinical, but again, create a lot of chances, especially with the Deadeye chem style. Oh, Brennan Johnson. That's such a poor touch right there. Luis Diaz again. Look at that, boys. LB pace boost with the quick step play style. We'll go for an over top through ball as well. That's a clean pass, boys. It honestly is, man. His passing has not been too bad. Now, don't get me wrong. He isn't the best passer in FC 25, but from an attacking perspective, I feel like he can do everything pretty well. Now, you guys know I love my first time over the top through ball. So with Diaz, we're going to go ahead and play it into Chiesa. Another really accurate pass. Power shot as well. I honestly think that the only thing that the card is missing is maybe like the finesse shot or the power shot playstyle, just to add a little bit more going forward. A little bit of patient build up, boys. We don't have to be too direct every time. That's nice, boys. That's beautiful triangle passing. Great ball into Darwin Nunes as well. And it's another lovely finish. I feel like in that role, man, he's actually been playing really well. If you do run maybe like the 4-2-3-1 where you do have 3 center attacking mids, I think that that could work really well. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Dinho Magic Luis Diaz Evolution card in a few games of Division Rivals. And I will say a very solid player to go ahead and pick up. Now, if we go ahead and dissect his in-game stats in a bit more detail, the 90 pace was most definitely one of the standout stats for the card. Because he does have the quick step playstyle, he is extremely fast in-game, especially if you go ahead and use the LB pace boost. And because of that, you can most definitely focus on giving him a chem style that's going to improve the technical side to his game even more. Now, as that wide playmaker in the 4-3-3 formation, we needed him to be very clinical in-game while still providing a lot of chances. And with the Deadeye chemistry style, despite him not having any scoring playstyle, he was still pretty clinical in-game. Keep in mind, boys, he does have the 4-star weak foot, 96 attacking positioning, and 93 finishing for the card. For someone who does play out wide is really solid. And then on top of that, he does also have 99 shot power and 90 long shots. So you guys already know the finishing in and around the box was really nice. Now, the main reason why we went ahead and gave the card the Deadeye chemistry style was to really improve his short pass, man. With the upgrade, he does have 94 short pass. And in those more advanced positions, I will say he was a very tricky player going forward, man. Not only can he score a lot of goals, but he can also create a lot of chances. Despite him not having any passing play styles, his passing in game was still pretty accurate and consistent. Nothing too crazy, but he can most definitely get the job done. Especially when you go ahead and pair that with his 89 dribbling, another standout stat for the card alongside his pace. 88 agility, 86 balance with the 5-star skill moves, and then also the trickster play style plus. Plus. If you do prefer like your smaller, more intricate type of players, he's most definitely going to fit your style of play. And if you do want to improve the dribbling even more, you can always go ahead and give him the finisher chem style. I think that the finisher would work really well with the card as well. And then last but not least, boys, and a pretty interesting stat for the card, the 77 physical. Now, I love the fact that he does have really high stamina, can easily last the full 90 minutes. And then with the 71 strength and 76 aggression, not the strongest of players on the ball, but he does get a little bit of jam in those more advanced positions. Overall, boys, I'm going to go ahead and give the card an 8.8 out of 10 rating. I really enjoyed using him at both the left wing and center attacking mid positions in the 4-3-3 formation. Now, as you guys know, in order to complete the evolution, it is going to cost you 100,000 coins, and he does have a Trailblazers card that's currently going on the market for like 400,000 coins. So if you can't afford that version of the card and you do run a Premier League team, I do think that he's a really nice option for the evolution. With the Trickster playstyle plus and the skill moves upgrade, I think that he most definitely fits this year's style of play, and out of all the players that you can use in the evolution, probably a top 5 option. If I had to compare him to Rafinha, I do still think that Rafinha is a little bit better in game because he does have the rapid playstyle, he does also have the finesse shot and the power shot, but I will say they are pretty similar in game. So if you do prefer your smaller, more agile type of players, Luis Diaz, if you do run a Premier League team, is an incredible option. For 100,000 coins, you're getting a player that is very tricky going forward. Not only can he create a lot of chances, but he can also score a lot of goals. If you do still have the evolution available and you do run a Premier League team, I think that Luis Diaz is a very underrated option for the evolution, and I would definitely recommend him. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like, comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.